At Option Genius, we believe that you deserve freedom, financial freedom, so that you have no more worries and more than enough money. Time freedom, so that you could do what you want, when you want to do it. And choice freedom, to live your life on your terms. But the system and Wall Street are rigged against those little guys. So how do we fight back? Well, my friend, that's what this podcast is all about. My name is Alan Sama, and this is the Option Genius Podcast.
Welcome, passive traders, to another edition of the Option Genius Podcast. Just wanted to let you know that there is a new rule by the SEC, the Securities and Exchange Commission, which is coming out next month. It's called the Regulation Best Interest Rule, and it is supposed to help reduce confusion about the professionals who help manage people's finances, right? The financial planners, the advisors, all that. The rule goes into effect in June. Now, currently, anybody can call themselves an advisor, financial advisor. Under the new rule, only people who are fiduciaries can do so. Now, a fiduciary is somebody who is required by law to act in the client's best interest. The others are not. Currently, most advisors work in their own best interest and stick their clients with products that are best for the advisor and for the company that he or she works for. Meaning that the products with the highest fees and the highest commissions get sold to the unknowing, unsuspecting client. So if you are using a company to help you with your assets, whether it's a financial plan or a 401k manager or anything like that, whether it's at a large bank, right? Wells Fargo, Bank of America, or part of a stockbroker like Fidelity or TD Ameritrade, then you are not using a fiduciary. Companies like Ameriprise and Edward Jones, these companies are not fiduciaries. Their agents, the people who work there, are kind of like salespeople. And they're looking out for themselves, first, second, and third. And you, my friend, are probably getting screwed. I would almost bet on it. I would bet on it that you're getting screwed. Now, in my upcoming book called Passive Trading, I included a chapter about just how these planners and advisors have been screwing over their clients. But I didn't have room to go over all the details because there's a lot of details. So I decided to include a free bonus with the book that goes much deeper into this situation. And what I uncovered doing this research was shocking. I mean, crazy, crazy shocking. So when you do get the book, make sure you get it. You know, it'll be on sale at Amazon and other bookstores. But if you buy it through us, we will have some free bonuses that come with the book. One of them will be talking about how your financial planner is doing a number on you. But as far as this new rule goes, the one thing that it changes is who gets to call themselves an advisor. Doesn't change how they do business, doesn't change the fee structure or anything like that. No, it's just who gets to call themselves an advisor and who doesn't. Basically, it's, infighting between these guys, the fiduciaries on one side and the non-fiduciaries on the other. Big deal. So the ones that are not fiduciaries are simply going to change their names. They're just going to call themselves something different. So many already get certified. They have certification as, say, a financial planner. Those guys are not always fiduciaries. Other guys, they call themselves financial consultants or chartered wealth advisors or retirement consultants or wealth managers. I love that one. Wealth manager. They manage your wealth away from you and into their own pockets. But really, it's just semantics. It's a play on words to trick the public. And this rule, even though it sounds like a lot, I mean, the whole rule itself is 770 pages. It does nothing to help with the confusion. It's ridiculous. And if that wasn't enough, okay, there are many companies that are registered as both fiduciaries and as brokers. And so all the people that work at that company or at these companies can call themselves advisors regardless of if they are looking out for the client's best interest or not. Just because they work for a company that is registered as a fiduciary, they can call themselves advisors, but they don't have to fulfill the responsibility of an advisor. Now, according to the SEC, there are 359 of these duly registered brokerage firms which hold more than 90 million accounts. 90 million accounts. That is a lot of people being screwed. So, how do you protect yourself? It's easy. You learn to manage your own investments. You use index funds and low-cost providers like Vanguard and T. Rowe Price. Or you just use ETFs like SPY for the S&P 500, IWM for the Russell 2000, and QQQ for the NASDAQ. You could just buy those in your stock brokerage account, and that gives you protection because it's an index fund. It's the same thing as if you were buying the S&P 500 or the Russell or any of these index funds sold to you by T. Rowe Price or Vanguard or any of the other guys. But more than that, okay, that's not enough. You really have to learn how to sell options on the positions that you have, and you will never need to be dependent on an advisor or a wealth consultant ever again if you do that. Because putting your money in an index fund at Vanguard is one thing, right? But you can't sell any options on it. If you instead buy the SPY ETF, index ETF, you can sell options against it. If you buy the SPY index ETF, you can sell options against it. So not only do you get the protection of being in an index and the dividend, but you also get the added boost of selling options against your positions. And that is why passive trading is the path to freedom. And I mean, I've said it on many occasions. Nobody cares about your money more than you do. Can't fight it, right? Nobody cares about your money more than you do. Everybody's out there trying to put your hand in your pockets, putting their hand in your pockets, trying to get your money. And all these mind games and word games that these advisors and planners and fiduciaries and non-fiduciaries, even if you have a fiduciary, you don't even know if the guy or the woman knows anything about finances. To be a fiduciary, you don't need to know very much. You go work for a company, they give you some training for a couple of weeks, they make you pass some exams, and boom, you're a certified fiduciary. That's great. But you don't know anything about stocks and bonds and what the differences are. You know some basics, but that's it. Mostly what they teach you is how to sell, because all these people are salespeople. And that's what they're taught, how to sell these products. Now look, you work hard for your money. Don't just turn it over to somebody who's only looking out for themselves. There is a reason that most financial planners are broke. I mean, if what they preached worked, wouldn't they all be retired? You got to think about it, right? It's common sense. You know the answer, and you already know that passive trading is the path. Are you ready to proceed? If you are, well, we got some free training for you at passivetrading.com. It's a free webinar. Go ahead, check it out, passivetrading.com. And remember, always trade with the odds in your favor. Until next time, folks. Want to know how to choose the perfect option trade for every trading situation? It's easy. Just download our free trading map and it'll tell you. Just go to optiongenius.com/map.